Hey Capricorn, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for January 16th, 2025. This is for Capricorn. Last shuffle coming out for Capricorn. Let's see what's going on, Capricorn. So we have back and forth, we have deception here. And Capricorn, it says that there's something going on here where um, mm, you may be worried about your partnerships. You may be worried about the people that you are connected to, especially a significant other. There may be some fear, but they're asking you to shine love on that fear. You need to work on a partnership here. You need to work on a friendship or a relationship some kind of way. There's something about keeping up this routine. There's a routine that is helping you become a better person or a better version of yourself every single day. And it's time for you to reclaim your power by sticking to what you know has been working. They're telling you you may be back and forth about, should I go towards this person? Should I go towards this? Um, the deception is that you. The thing is, the deception is very interesting. Okay, now this looks very interesting. Let me just go ahead and get the card out so I can find out what that is, because this is Temperance. Some of you may feel like, okay, I did this for a week straight and it didn't really, things haven't changed the way I was hoping it would change. You may feel as though the person in your life, especially if they're feminine, that they're you may be worried about them, right? You may feel like I have to be this way because I'm a victim of circumstance, which could say that I haven't healed from something that happened when I was young, from my original family. We have Chariot, Judgment, Ace of Wands, and the Star. I haven't healed from that, right? That it keeps coming up. You may still find yourself triggered by something, and it causes you to feel fear. Um, you may feel like a phoenix rising out of the ashes in this energy. I'm a victim of the circumstances of my life, and this is what I dealt with, and this is why things are the way they are. And now I have to be a better person. And now this person's making me afraid because they want to work on the relationship, or they want the partnership to be worked on, or you may feel like you are, for some of you, this may say, I am, because you're healing, you're not powerful at this point. You're not in control. You are, for some of you, you may feel like you're serving someone. And when this comes out, they're asking you to keep up this routine. It won't happen overnight. This is not something that as soon as you do it, that things get better. It's almost like saying, I'm sick, so I take an antibiotic. I should be better now. I took one dose. I should feel better now. And Spirit's like, this is something that's accumulative, needs to be built. You need to continue to work on this. You're going to need to continue to build on a routine in order to strengthen the faith in a connection. So you have the sun and death here. So this tells me that things have changed. What makes someone happy, or what makes you happy, no longer is that. That's for you and for the people you're connected to. What makes you happy is not the same. That doesn't make me happy anymore. And the same with the other people. That doesn't make me happy anymore. People are allowed to change, right? But they're saying you're not a victim of circumstance, you're a beneficiary of it. Even if you caused an issue that would require that now you improve and you build a routine and you work on your partnerships, that was a benefit or a blessing in disguise. That was meant for you. That whole situation, or whatever it is meant for you to gain clarity so that you could become a better person, because you were meant to. You were, if things did not go down the way they did, you would not be the person you are today. Even if they did something to you and now we're working on this connection, or you did something to them and now we're working on this connection, it was meant to happen so that you could see that the things that make you happy were not serving you, right? The things that made you happy then weren't healthy. They weren't good for you, right? If their death has to come to the sun, that means you're getting burnt. You were scorching people. You know what I mean? Anytime you got to put the sun out, it's like, okay, you were too hot. Something wasn't right. Okay. Scorching everything. We're scorched earth, right? And so they're showing that with the back and forth with Judgment, the Chariot, Star, and Ace of Wands, that there's a time, like it's hard for you to keep moving forward. Some of you may be losing faith sometimes. You're full of faith that things are good. I'm going to keep doing this routine. I'm going to keep doing XYZ. I'm going to nurture the bonds of my relationships or my friendships. And I know that my love life will improve. But then the deception is, how come it hasn't improved the way, you know what I mean, all the way yet? How come it's not fully improved? Because you're supposed to continue to work on being or becoming a better version every day. That's something that you would have had to do regardless of whether there was issues. That's something that every relationship, I don't care if you've been friends with this person for 50 years or married to someone for 50 years, they would tell you this came from hard work, dedication, and we had routines together, right? So therefore, it doesn't just say, okay, I applied this method and we didn't have to do jack else for 50 years. You know what I mean? It's time to reclaim your power and realize you're a phoenix rising out of some ashes, and that there's going to be another fire and you're going to rise out of that. And then there's going to be another fire and you're going to rise out of that, being stronger and stronger each time. Each time the fire has to be a little bit hotter just to burn you. But to the point where now nothing stops you. Nothing can burn down this relationship. Nothing can burn down this friendship. So there's something here about spirit letting you know this. It's not to say that the problems are going to get worse, right? It's just to say, if I mean, who's to say the phoenix might rise out of the ashes once, but one thing is for certain is that you can't burn that phoenix at the same temperature again. It's going to rise. Either way, they're telling you there's no need to worry, that you really have to shine love on fear, and that will light up the darkness. And by doing so, that would say to initiate or to implement the same routine, to realize that you have a lot of power, right? And that you will overcome. I'm seeing angel number 5555, which always has something in it about how your life has been made more interesting because of the things that you've gone through. Your life would have been boring. You think about it. If you did not have a reason or a prompting to grow and to expand and to become better or improve, your life would be settled and boring. You would just be, it would be the same thing every day. You don't have to do anything. Why would you have to improve anything? Then there's nothing to do. That is the most boring life in the world. I think about it, really, really. Most of us say that all the time. I wish I didn't go through the stuff I went through as a child. I wish that I didn't go through these things. But imagine how complacent one would become. If there was no such thing as hunger, you wouldn't even know to eat unless you really enjoyed flavors and chewing. Think about that. You know what I mean? Um, those things are, it's imperative to a successful, eventful life. You're supposed to have an eventful life, not an uneventful one. So they're saying that you're setting yourself up for success in the long run, especially if you're willing to adapt to the shift that you've been going through. Now everything's working out for the best. You're accomplishing what you set out to do, and everything will work out perfectly in the end when 5555 comes up. In the end, everything will be fine. You know what I mean? Right? You're accomplishing what you set out to do from the very beginning with the Ace of Wands. It just took you a few tries, and it took you opportunities for growth that you're not a victim of circumstance in, but a beneficiary of, to strengthen your faith. Strengthening your faith here, right? So either way, let's move forward. We have Sacred Temple, Five of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. You are meant to be hungry to sharpen your mind. I want to say, I don't. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that. I'm not gonna say that, Spirit. No, nope. I'm gonna say that you are meant. Like what you're meant to do is to learn to make something out of nothing, or to rebuild, or to build from scratch. Right, that is going to sharpen your tool, that your mind. It's going to sharpen your mind and sharpen your intellect. You are meant to be thoughtful. You are meant to be responsible and very intelligent, especially if you were born in year of the pig. I'm seeing that as well. So some of you, it could be 2017, which would make somebody like 18 years old this year. 1995, 1983, 1971, 59, 47, right? If you were born in year of the pig or dealing with someone from year of the pig, this person was meant to be put in your life to teach you to be more thoughtful, responsible, and intelligent instead of acting off of um, childhood things you need to heal from, cycles you keep repeating. Instead of working on those things, and even if they're not that, but especially if they are in the year of the pig. But you have Fool and Two of Cups with the vast universe. So this would tell me that you are on the path to having beautiful partnerships here. Okay. Also, too, this is supposed to be you're on the path to freedom, to being able to break free from a routine every so often. That's your path. You have to build a routine first so that you can break free from it. Why did Spirit say that? You have to build it first so that you can break it. But you don't have to break routine. But I mean, in the essence of having things working like a well-oiled machine, therefore you are able to be spontaneous within that, right? And so there's something about you needing to be in that energy right now. Like if you start being impulsive, then you're still building the same cycles that we would need to heal from again. And you may be back and forth. What should I do? How should I move forward? And they're saying, well, you're going to have to move forward with faith. Lilac, the flower, or the scent, or the color may be very important to help build or strengthen your faith. Okay. And to remember to say consistently, right? I'm becoming a better version of myself every day. But also, too, I'm seeing panther, a panther, the animal, angel number 5555, 5555, right? And that is about having clarity. Maybe phoenixes are important to you as well, but that's what we've got. So you could be dealing with a Leo, a Scorpio, a Cancer, an Aquarius, Sagittarius, Aries, Libra. Sorry about that, guys. We also have a Gemini as well. So you could be a Capricorn, Aquarius cusp dealing with a Cancer, Leo cusp. We also have Gemini, Cancer cusp, Libra, Scorpio cusp. Um, hmm. If you're not dealing with these signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.